Welcome back. In this video, we will go over the surface anatomy of the cerebrum. The cerebrum is comprised of two cerebral hemispheres. The outer layer of the cerebrum is the cerebral cortex, which is this structure right here. This is the cerebral cortex. The cerebral cortex consists of 4 lobes. We have the frontal lobe right here. So we have 1 lobe on each side. Frontal lobe. Second lobe is the parietal lobe. We have the parietal lobe right here. That's the parietal lobe. Also, we have the temporal lobe on the side, lateral. And we have the occipital lobe. That's the occipital lobe on each side. Remember that the cerebellum help us identify the posterior aspect of the brain from the anterior aspect because it is located on the posterior aspect of the brain. So, to differentiate between the frontal lobe versus the occipital lobe, find the cerebellum. Occipital lobe is posterior. It has to be next to the cerebellum. These ridges on the cerebral cortex, all these ridges, these are called gyri. So one ridge is a gyrus. These shallow grooves, these are called sulci. So one shallow groove is a sulcus. There are 2 important sulcus on the brain. First, we have the central sulcus, which is right here. This is the central sulcus. Basically, it separates the frontal lobe from the parietal lobe. There are 2 ridges around the central sulcus. This ridge that is on the frontal lobe, this ridge is called the precentral gyrus. Pre means before. Central gyrus, this is a ridge. And this ridge, which is on the parietal lobe, this is post-central gyrus. Post means after. After what? After the central sulcus. Also, we have the lateral sulcus. This is the lateral sulcus that separates the parietal lobe from the temporal lobe, right here. So this is the lateral sulcus. If we pull apart the lateral sulcus, we will have the insula, which is this part. This part is the insula, which is part of the cerebral cortex, right here. You can notice the 2 colors also in the brain. We have the gray matter, which is the outer part, and the white matter, the inner part. The white matter also in the brain appears white because it is rich in the myelinated axons. And the gray matter appears darker in color because it is rich in the neuronal cell bodies.